Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 30 Episode 1. I thought it was about time we jumped back on the old Prison Architect because, well, we haven't played it in a couple of months. I think the Alpha 29 series was only a couple of episodes long anyway, so it's pretty much been 2 months since we actually did a full series on this. So we're going to be building a brand new prison as always, and I do have an idea in mind, but we'll see how it goes. As always, Episode 1 will contain no building, just planning, so I'll be planning everything off now. Then obviously I can take your feedback, that sort of thing, and then implement it from Episode 2 onwards. So we need to get on with things, so let's go to planning and to walls, and we will do the typical wall thing of all the way around. It's a small map because I just prefer small maps. It's good for a 1 month rolling alpha sort of thing. Alpha 29 doesn't really bring a lot of new things in. It's more about the tablets. They've been working a lot on the tablet version, and it seems to, well, be in existence, so I don't know how good it is or whatnot. I know there's a plan to do a beta test and that sort of thing. I don't plan on looking at it, if I'm honest with you. What I've got on the PC works fine for me, so as I said, I don't really plan on looking at the tablet version, at least not on the channel. I'll probably try it, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is going to be probably a medium and high risk prison. I might do a 50-50 mix. It's going to be based around rehabilitation. Obviously with the addition of the parole system, so you can actually parole prisoners, it's going to be more about the turnover of prisoners. So the idea is we get prisoners in, we reform them as fast as possible, and then get them out. Surely that's what prison is all about. It's got, you know, the people of, you know, wrong society or broken laws, that sort of thing, get put in the prison, and then obviously they get taught that, well, actually it was probably not a good idea to stab the shopkeeper because he was out of milk. And then and eventually they'll go, oh, I understand now. I shouldn't stab shopkeepers or indeed anyone. And then they get released. Yeah, and then obviously we get monetary bonus for that. So that's what we're gonna be building it around. So the idea is we get prisoners in, do all the reform thing, we'll give them jobs, we'll obviously have library, we'll have all of that sort of thing, we'll all have work as much as possible, we'll have all the chapels, everything like that, and then they'll go and they'll leave, and hopefully that'll be okay. But as I said, it could always change. That's one of these things that could always change. Let's just get rid of that CEO letter, we don't need that, and we'll also turn off our intake. This is actually, oh, hang on, I'm still on the planning tool, so it's a little bit annoying. This is actually the new intake tab, so you can alter the ratio. So you can say I want this many prisoners, this many prisoners. Actually, you can't say this many prisoners. It's the ratio. So you'd say that many, that many, that many. At the moment, there's only 6 medium and 2 min-sec available. So if I just go close, we're not going to receive any prisoners. That's what we want. We want to close this off, okay? So we're just going to say daily intake 0, okay? So there you go. We're not going to receive any prisoners whatsoever. So that's fine. Daily intake 0. Then we can say we want 1 or 2 or 3 or all prisoners, okay? So we're just going to say none. We don't want any prisoners at the moment. Now, say if we did say all, we can alter the ratio. So we could say we only want maybe that many prisoners. Or because it says all, we might have a problem there. But say if we say we want 5 prisoners, we can alter the ratio. As you can see on the bottom there, that's who we're going to get. But we don't know what they're going to be like. We have no idea. So we can up and down that one. Now this, where it says available, will actually increase based on how many how many days go by. Every day, more prisoners become available, and by the time we've built this thing, which will be probably 3 or 4 days, we could probably get 30 prisoners in, just in one go, which that's what we'll do. We'll just get 30 prisoners in and go. So it'll be a couple of episodes of building, then bring all them in. You can see we now have payments, so when we get prisoners, we get a payment, a one-off payment of that. I don't think, or I'm not sure that we get a grant. Oh, sorry, we get grants, but I don't know if you actually get certain bonuses for keeping certain prisoners, because originally you could bring in low sec, change them to max sec, and then get money based on, you know, per day. I don't know if you actually get that. I'm not too sure if that's still in or not. I honestly can't remember. But obviously, we'll be doing turnover. So get prisoners in, reform, get them out. You still get a 3 grand bonus if you actually succeed and they don't re-offend. So we'll see what happens anyway. We don't want to take anyone. We'll go to grants. I want a basic detention centre grant and an admin centre. There we go. We'll close that off. Okay, right. So we've got this. We've got this in the centre. We've got this bit that goes right up to the centre. What I want to have the actual cell block right in the middle, or not right in the middle, but as close to centre as I can manage. And then on the outside here, we'll have our utilities, so the kitchen and that sort of thing, all around here. So that is the overall plan. So I think it's probably best if we actually plan off the cell block first. Do I want to do the cell block first? Yeah, why not? So let's say from this side we want, say, 25 in. Okay, so 25 from there. And then we will get rid of some of this. And then we'll go up. And then we'll say how far from there? 24? Don't want to do that. Hang on. So that is 24. That's 24. That's what we want, okay? So we'll go again from this side. 24. I don't know why I'm making it 24. It just seems to be about right. So that is where we're going to have our main wall. And we'll have it go across. And then up there for some arbitrary reason. And then across there like that. Now let me just check the overall size. I want about 50 to 60 prisoners in the prison. That's 24. This will be 24. Yes, it is. Standard measurements here. And then 24 there. Don't really care what it is that side. Okay, so they'll come through here. And then this is obviously going to be a corridor. In fact, what I want to do, do I want to make the corridor a bit bigger? I do want to make the corridor a bit bigger. Just because of reasons. Because we always have it the same size, okay? So I'll have it like that. That'll be our entrance. And then we'll have a set of sort of doors like that. We do need a deliveries area, and what we're going to do, we'll have this is our deliveries, okay, like that. That's our deliveries, double door, and we'll have, say, a single door either side to lead to other parts of the prison, and then we'll have another double door, and we'll have, say, metal detectors around here or something like that. I haven't yet decided. In fact, speaking of metal detectors, we can put the metal detectors there, something like that. That's a weird design, isn't it? Could do that. Gate, metal detectors, and then entrance. And then corridors go either side. Yeah, I like the look at that. Okay, excellent. So that'll be that bit. This will just be a straight corridor to go to the main cell block. I think we'll have some sort of security station here, but we'll get onto that later. Right. Let's work out how many cells we can have. So let's just quickly measure off a 2x2 or it's going to be a 2x3. It'll be like that, okay? So 2, 2, 2, and that can't fit in there. Okay. Let's put them on the other side then. So we'll make it a 3x2. So it would be something like that. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then a big gap. Let's just roughly measure this out and see what it would look like. Okay? And then we want 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then the cell block. That'll be a wall-ish all the way along there. Get rid of that bit. Because remember, this is going to be 1, 2, 3. Along like that. Okay? Something like that. Yeah. So many prisoners? 3, 6, 9, 12 prisoners in there. Okay, 12, and then we can do more in that side. That's too big. Like so. Because it will be that, basically. Yeah, that seems to work for me. Okay, and actually this will probably hold a fair number of prisoners, this thing. Maybe. I might as well measure it off properly, mightn't I? Now that I'm doing it, so we'll measure it off properly. Then it's easier for you to understand and obviously leave some feedback on there. There we go. And I might as well just keep doing the same thing. We'll just do the same sort of thing. So there's another set of cells. There's another set of cells. Same thing here. I do like that we've got this sort of corridor right down the middle and then this sort of split off either side. That's something we haven't really done before. We haven't done this sort of design before as far as I can remember. Slight problem here though. What we'll do then, we'll have that as our last cell. We'll have that as our last cell row. So that, we'll cut this off a bit. So 3, 6, 9, not 3. Is that 3? Of course it'll be 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 36. Is that right? Something like that. We could, if we wanted to, have some cells on that side, but what I might do is have solitary at either side like that. No, I don't want solitary in this thing. That's not bad, but there's a lot of wasted space, isn't there? So let's cancel that off. Let's try just a gap of 2, okay? So it'll be that, right? Let me just I'm just going to roughly work this out. And then a gap of 2, so it'll be that. Then it'll be, what, 6 in total? 6, and then across. Is that right? I'll just double check that. That's 7, yeah, because obviously you've got the extra walls bit in there. The extra wall in the centre. And then, could probably go to 7. There we go, like that. Just to check. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could have one gap of 1, 2. And then cut that out. 1, 2. Oh, gap of 1 and 2. And then that. That'll be our total length. And let's just check. That's probably close to the original size. It's only 1 larger than what I originally planned off. That's what I originally envisaged. So, that's fine. We could, if we wanted to, we could make these a 1 corridor. I don't like the idea of that, so we're not going to do it. Right, okay, so that is the rough idea for the cells. Obviously, they're not entirely... it's not entirely finished, but, you know, you can get the idea. Now, we're not going to put a shower in the cells, or in the cell block, because I don't like the idea of that. But we will put fawns on probably the edge, or something like that. Something just to... break it up, because obviously we've got a lot of not wasted space, but we've got a lot of space in the middle there, so that's fine. These obviously will be cells. You can imagine what they are, so I'll do 1. You already know, but I'll just do 1 for the people that can't think for themselves. There, that's going to be each sort of little wedge with a block, so we'll have them all the way down there and then down there. So that's a fairly large cell block. That's okay, I like that. Then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have these, I'll have entrances. Yeah. We'll have exits and entrances on either side, like that, okay? So we'll have a lot of open sort of area, so they can always leave when they want to. Don't know whether I'm going to do a large open area or not. We'll have a same thing back here. There we go. I don't know, we do need a metal detector, so we'll put the metal detector in like that. Yes, there we go, that's fine. Oh, we did need some sort of security room, so I might put a security room on this side. Like that. That'll be our security room, okay? So we'll enter there. Enter there. And then you leave there. And then that's because we've got a metal detector and it looks funky. 1, 2, 3. It needs to be a little bit wider. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's our security area. And then we'll have a metal detector there. Metal detectors back here. Metal detectors everywhere. All the metal detectors will be on this side. Right. Sorted. That is, that's put in. That'll be the only... Is it going to be the only one? Yeah, that'll be the only, yeah. Trying to think. Yes, that will be the only cell block we have in this thing. We could make it a little bit bigger, but we don't need to oversize it, so we'll stick with what we've got. Right. Canteen and kitchen. This is going to be a difficult one because I wanted to have the kitchen and canteen back here, but that means that we'd have to bring all of our foodstuffs right through the centre of the prison, which isn't ideal. So the best thing to do would be, I guess, shove it at one side. Shove the canteen and kitchen at one side, although we could just put it back here. Could just put it back here if we wanted to. I just realised we could if we wanted to as well. Only have an exit there, and an exit there. Pull these down. Have a shower. That's our shower there. Make it a little bit bigger. Showers all the way along there, and then benches at the back. We could in fact have another set of cells, to be fair. If we really wanted to. I don't think so. I think we'll... No, I'm going to go with the original idea of having that as sort of exits. And then we do need a shower somewhere. So we do need a sort of shower block. I think the shower block can be at this wall here, round the back. So we'll probably shove it in. Let's just try, get a rough size on this. Like that, shower block. It's about the same, as long as it's the same width is this? Cancel them off. Cancel them off. That's loads of... That's just really, really messy. There we go. Yeah, that's about right. And if we have an entrance just right in the centre, I guess, that's sensible. And on either side, we will have our showers, like that. Going to be a fairly open one. We could have separate cubicles, but that'll do me just there. That's fine. We could... No, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Let's delete a little bit of it. We'll make it fatter rather than what we've got there. We'll measure it from 7 up there, and then we'll bring it further in. Get rid of all of this. 7 from there. That's 8 from that bit. 8 from that bit. Is that about right? So if we put, let's just measure off our pathways. So we want a pathway like that. Okay, pathways will go either side here. Like, don't need them bits either. Like so, that'll be the pathways. Okay. Just get this all sorted before we crack on. There we go. Now we know where the pathways are going to be. Right, so we'll have the shower, I guess, come straight up to the edge. Or rather, we'll have it come to there, and then obviously we're going to have another metal detector, because metal detectors are something we have a lot of. Okay, so it is 7 from that corner, 7 from that corner. That is perfect. Now, do we have separate bits? No, I don't like that idea. We'll have that like that. Metal detector, doorway. Then we'll have the drains there, because it always messes it up. Then we'll have objects all the way down there, and all the way along there, and then all the way along there, and all the way along there, and all the way along there. And then in the centre, we could have, if we really wanted to be a maverick, we could have our water pump in there, and then more drains along like that. And obviously that'll be a door that we'll, well yeah, that'll be a door. That doesn't look right to me. How is that not right? Okay. 7. 7. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's obviously not right. It's not in the middle. That is wrong. It would have to be that. For it to be about this right size. There we go, that's symmetrical now. Do I have the... I don't know, I mean, I've never really thought about putting the water pump in here. I can't see what harm it would do, having a water pump in there, really. I mean, you're gonna have a thick door there. It means that if they wreck it, it means that there's going to be no power, no water to the entire prison. But maybe that's a bit too risky. I like the idea of doing something like that, but in reality, that's a little bit silly. So let's not do it. Instead, what we'll do, we'll have some benches. Probably, I don't know. Benches there, benches there. Alright. And then we will have probably a wall that goes across. I don't know. I want some more showers in, so we'll probably just end up doing a row of showers like that. Something like that. We'll have just a row of showers there, because remember, you don't need to put them on the You don't need to put them so they are right next to each other. Let's just sort of make it a couple more in. You don't have to put them so they're on the edge of the wall. Something like that anyway, and then if we really want, we can put benches in and whatnot. But that's about right. Benches there, benches there, bench there, bench there. Not there because it's the entrance. Something like that. That's our shower. God, that's probably the longest I've ever spent on a shower. Okay, so that's all that's sorted. We then need... laundry, and we need cleaning cupboard, and I'm going to get that done now because I know that I'll end up forgetting about the thing. So we will probably run it down like that. And then that'll be the laundry. Okay, fairly big laundry. Then this one we'll have in here, and we'll make it probably 2 cleaning cupboards, or we could even have 3 cleaning cupboards if we really want to. 3's probably a little bit too much. A little bit too much. So we'll have 1 cleaning cupboard, and then, in fact, we could just do 1 cleaning cupboard, 1 laundry. That will do. That would do the job quite nicely. Then this will be a... I think we need power and everything else somewhere, so we could put power there, but I'm feeling we'll leave power in a corner somewhere where no prisoners can get to it. So that'll be a building for something, I don't know what yet. I'll get on with that in a moment. Right, so we'll go back to our pathways, and we'll run pathways down there. That's how you'll get into these buildings, like so. Don't really know, but we'll work that out later. Something like that. There's in the centre to that, so that's the centre. There you go. This one will go along, and then job done. Right, okay. So we need a couple more buildings. We need a kitchen. And we need some canteens. So, do I try 2 canteens? Noise, words. And yes, I think we'll try 2 canteens. 1 kitchen, 2 canteens. Oh god, that's really risky. Balls to it. Let's do it. Okay, we haven't really done this in a long time. In fact, I can't remember the last time we actually did 1 kitchen, 2 canteen thing. But we will give it a go. So, we want canteens on either side of this. So we'll have building going along and then in. Okay. And these are the canteens, right? These are the canteens. The kitchen we can put here, but we don't need to be that big. Like that. It does mean to get to here you have to go through the kitchen, which I don't like. I don't like. In that case, we're not going to have a central area then. We'll have this. We'll still have that as our security. Okay, that's still security. Yeah? So we'll have whatever we need in there. We could make it solitary confinement. Not sure. Well, I think we'll keep that as security, okay? This will be the kitchen, right? So we'll have an entry. We'll have a door there and a door there, okay? And then on either side, we will have our objects of... How long is that? 11. Okay, shame. So we'll have both serving trays either side, there and there, right? Then we'll have inside, in the middle of it, we'll have a bin. And then we need our tables and chairs. Very small canteen, that. That's bloody small, isn't it? Really small. But it does the job quite nicely. And it's different, right? I mean, come on, we might as well do something different. That's sort of the whole point, yeah? There we go. Yeah, that tickles my pickle. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. Good grief. Right, okay. That definitely tickles my fancy. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of that. Okay, let's go back to objects. We will put in cookers there. We'll put in some dishwashery things there, maybe. And then fridge. No, I don't like that. Fridge. And then we could do fridges, like that. And then maybe make that a bit bigger. Maybe a little bit bigger, I think, for that one. There we go. And then we'll get rid of a bit of that. Yeah, a bit bigger would do the job. And then we probably need a couple more of these. Yeah, I think that is what is required here. Obviously, it's all iteration. You see all of the mistakes, everything in one go, because then you can understand the process. Some people don't like that, but I don't care. Some people go, oh, you should just go to build it and then destroy it. The series isn't for you. Right. That's looking complicated and over-engineered. It's a typical prison. Right, so there's all that sorted. We've got deliveries. We need an export and we need a garbage, so we can probably put that in quite easy. So we'll just go to walls and we'll have that as an export and that as a garbage, something like that, as long as it's 4 across, which it is, that's fine. We could even put it behind walls if we really want to, make it 5 across, then we'll have it like so, and all of the, even the deliveries could be behind some sort of wall. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. We'll have it behind wall. So probably garbage, deliveries, export, something like that. Yeah. So the prisoners will come in here, and then this will be deliveries. That's where they'll be. Then they'll come into this bit. Actually, I don't like that. No, let's get rid of that. I do like it open because obviously this whole bit here is going to have a road gate and all sorts. And then they come around here. This will be a building that I don't know yet. Prisoners will come down this way, but it seems a bit of a shame to waste all this space, so we'll redesign it. We'll have a double corridor going along to there, and it means we can have some pathways going right to the end like that. Okay, and then walls to the end there. Just connect that up. Hang on. There's been a mistake made somewhere here. That should be there. Yeah, there we go. I think that's about right. Go back to our pathways and shove them in. Right, so prisoners come along and then out there. Easy. We can just put metal detectors. Obviously, we'll have sort of doors at every opportunity. There we go. Okay, that's sorted. Right, and then we'll need an area for classroom and admin and all that sort of thing. So it can be one of these corners. In fact, it doesn't really have to be. Yeah, it could just go straight across, really, couldn't it? If we wanted to, we could just go straight across with that on both sides and put everything else in there. That would work out. That would probably work out quite well. Okay, we will have. Perhaps, just for the sake of looks, we're going to do that. Just so the pathways sort of match up to what we've already established as being like the proper gap and how it looks. So there, then we'll have an entrance there. Then we'll same thing there. Okay, and then we'll have our different rooms. So, it's always trying to figure out what rooms we need. Well, we do need some visitation. So I guess that is visitation. Could have that. No, don't like that. Don't like that. What am I going to do for visitation? Come in here. So you have to think about where the. I was going to say we have to think about where the other people come from as well, but we don't really. We don't really. What I'll do. Block this off. Well, there maybe, like that. Okay. Then we'll have a storage area because we haven't got one yet. So we'll have, say, this is these areas are staff only, and we'll have storage, staff room. Yep. How big can an armory be? Let's go to rooms. Have a quick look. Staff room is 4x4, so that's too small. Switch them around, I guess, because we don't need a big storage. Armory, minimum size, none. Okay, so what we'll do, we will instead switch this about. That's our storeroom. That is our... Forgot the word. That word. With the things. That's the staff room. And then this can be something else, probably an armory. Because we are going to have an armory on site, because we could have high-risk prisoners in this one. So we are going to go for an armory there. I think that makes sense. Okay, this will be visitation, so we will do standard visit tables in here, so it's that size. It's 2x3. Okay, like that. Don't do that. Oh, I don't want to put it this way on. That won't fit in. Could do them odd. That'll work out. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. It is then... Hang on. Oh, yeah. I'm looking going, hang on, how's that fitting? We go across... there? Is that about right? Looks about right to me. Okay, we'll cross that over. We'll have another... do we have another entrance there? This will be our... I think we'll go for a chapel here. Yeah, we'll go for a chapel there, maybe. So obviously we'll run pathways down. And then in there. Yeah, that'll be a chapel, okay, because we do need one. Obviously we need visitation up the top here as well. We'll do double visitation. Don't know if this is going to work or not. Although, yeah, we had that problem last time where it didn't work. We're not going to be able to have double visitation. Because we had a problem and it just didn't work last time we tried that. So this is going to be all this is going to be all visitation. So we'll just keep on putting these in. Will they fit in? No, they won't. Okay, I'll put the tip. You can understand that in there we're going to have visitation. That's visitation. Job done. That was easy. Up here we will have obviously the storage. I don't like that storage. It's a bit too small for my liking. We'll have staff room. We could have offices actually. Office. There's 2 offices back there. Okay, so we'll have, say, accountant in there, warden in there. And then a staff room. Doesn't entirely work out, does it? Doesn't entirely... You know what, I'll not bother with that. We'll have... We need a 5x5. That's a 5x5. Okay, new plant. Objects, 5x5. That's going to be where our power is. That's going to be our water. Don't know if we need another power. I don't know if we need double power in this place. I don't think we will. I don't think because we're not going to have loads of workshops, so we should be able to get away with 1 power. We'll go back to walls. That'll be storage. That'll be power. There we go. That's that worked out. This area we will have probably staff room. Oh, do we have a staff room? We need a classroom, which will be this area here. So we'll have a classroom there. Then we'll have a chapel there. And then this one will be... I know there's something else that we need. There's something else that we need that the prisoners have access to. Library, maybe? No. Exports, no. Chapel, no. Parole. Yeah, parole. Right. Need to put parole in. Could be that at the back. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Classroom, library, parole. We could probably... Or chapel, parole, rather. Probably shrink these up a little bit. There we go. Big classroom. That should do us there. That should be fine. Okay, we are getting on with this one. A little bit slower than normal, but obviously it's been a couple of months since I've really played this a lot. So we'll have the entrance size there. Okay, that seems to work out. I like the look at that. I think we'll have a fairly large yard across here. Okay, this is going to be a fairly large yard, and we'll have it on both sides. Very square, very angular, this prison. Most of my prisons are, but this is very, very angular. Okay, and then we need a couple of fairly big buildings. So we'll probably build it up to... there, I think. That should do us nicely. And we will have... Well, we haven't got any admin centre in yet, which is problematic, so we need to get rid... We need to put that in somewhere. These buildings here, these are both going to be common rooms, okay? We'll have common room in either side. However, what I also want is a holding cell, and I think what we'll do, put a holding cell at one edge, right? That'll be a holding cell. You don't need 2 holding cells, so I think we'll have a holding cell. Actually, no. Let's have a holding cell here. This will be our holding cell. Because it currently has no purpose, this building. So let's make it have a purpose. That's storage, that's power. I don't like a holding cell there. That's going to be our security station. We will have armory at the back, and then metal detectors and security cameras and door openers there. Yeah, that works out. I like the idea of that. Right, okay, we'll do that. So, that'll be armory. That'll be security for things like cameras and door openers and CCTV in there. Right, okay. Nailing it. It's coming together. We're coming together. I love it when a prison comes together. We need some areas for the... I guess... Need to cut that off a little bit, actually, just to keep the same sort of look going here. And shrink that down a bit. Yeah, there we go. I need to probably have a room for Alcoholics Anonymous, because we currently don't have one. So if that's going to be a holding cell, this can be Alcoholics Anonymous. That side. Okay. Now we need a area for... I'll just put the pathway down here. And the pathway up there. Very symmetrical, this prison. More so than most of my other stuff. And we'll put a final building in here. And then this is going to limit us to what we can actually do. Right, so we've only got 2 buildings that we really need to sort of fill things with. Maybe having these 2 large common rooms is a bit unnecessary. So what I'll do, I'm going to split it probably down from there. Right, that'll be our common room. Yeah. Something like that. Then these ones, that'll be a Alcoholics Anonymous, that sort of thing. This will be a library, okay, because we haven't yet got a library, so we'll put that in. And then we will have on this side... What could we do on that side? We could have solitary, because we haven't yet got solitary. That's a good idea, because then it's near the holding cell. Yep, I like the idea of that. That works out. Is it going to fit in? Oh, it's perfect. Made to measure. There we go. There's a nice bit of solitary. A lot of solitary in there. In this area, we will have our... I think we'll have our offices. So we'll have office like that. Obviously, one office is slightly bigger. It'll be the wardens. That's okay. In fact, what I'll do, though, better idea. Measure it from here. And we'll have 4 offices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll be our standard offices at the back there. We'll have a little entrance to it. And run that across. Somewhere like that. Nope, don't like that. Might as well do that. There's a reason why I'm leaving that room there. Could even do that, in fact, to be honest with you. I'm probably wasting a lot more space than I need. Let's just have it like that. I like a bit of a gap in and around here. It just makes a bit more sense to me. At the back here, we will have our morgue. Don't have a morgue there? We do have to have a morgue. Yep, that'll be our morgue. Okay, so I'll have 1, 2... That'll be 4 morgue slabs. That should do us nicely. And then we'll have our... infirmary, like that. Yep, we need an infirmary. Psychologist's office, there. What have we missed out? Let's have a quick look, shall we? So we'll go to our rooms. Cell, yes, several of. Holding cell, yes, up there. Solitary, yes. Canteen and kitchen, 2 canteens, 1 kitchen. Yard, we've got 2 of. Storage over there. Deliveries and garbage and everything else there. Execution we're not having. Workshop, we haven't got a workshop, but that could be up there. We'll get to that. Security, yes, we've got one over there. Office, yes. Infirmary and morgue down there. Common rooms, yes, 2 of. Laundry, there. That's our laundry. Cleaning cupboard there. Kennel, we haven't got a kennel. We'll have to get on with that. Kennel, armory, yes, over there. Staff room. Welcome that one. There's a staff room, I think. I think that one will be our staff room. Okay, yep. Library, yes, that bit there. Forestry, not having it. Classroom over there. Chapel and parole over there. Okay, we're actually very close to the end here. This is going to be our staff room. And might be a little bit too big for a staff room. So what we'll do, we'll have that as a staff room, okay. And then a kennel. What's the minimum size for a kennel? 5 by 5, sadly. Okay, so what we'll do then, we will shrink things down a little bit. So we'll have that... like that. That's just a bit we don't need to have. There we go. Right. So that is now our infirmary up here. Okay. So we can have just medical beds across there. Morgue slabs we can have in there, just across the bottom. So morgue slabs will be like that. About morgue slabs. Medical will have just 3 beds across there. It's all you really need, to be honest with you. Maybe it's a little bit small. It is a little bit small, I think. A little bit small. Is it a little bit small? It might be. Let's just put some more medical beds in like that. It's going to be really cramped now. Don't like the idea of that. I'm actually bringing it back to the other size it was originally. That will do. That's yeah. We can't really have it any smaller than what we had that as. That will have a bin in that there. That's weird, that. The water cooler or something goes there. So we'll have infirmary, psychologist, and then we need a kennel, but I can't really put it around here. I've been trying to I'm racking my brain. Where can I put it? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to work out, is it? Or is it? What I could do, since we'll have this, say that building over there, that one there, right? What's the size of that? Whatever. Says that as our workshop, yeah? Let's just work out something like that, right? There's our workshop, yeah? And then... how many tables? 2 tables at the back, or 2 tables at the front. Something like 2 tables at the front, like that. And then... it's not big enough. It's not big enough. I'll have to make it a little bit bigger. Something like that. But you can understand that's where our workshop is, yeah? Then we have a bit on the side. An office. We need a 4x4. For our... that'll be the office for the foreman, who will obviously teach and things like that. Teach these people in there. So it means we don't have to have that. Which means we still can't really put everything in that we need. We need a kennel. Around here somewhere. It needs to be minimum 4x4. Psychologist's office is here, right? Infirmary, morgue, psychologist's office, warden, accountant, security guy, kennel, and then what is the minimum size for our staff room? 4x4, that one there. Job done. Okay. We can, even if we wanted to, just make that like that, and then it sort of makes a bit more sense. Although, not really at the same time. If we just have the entrance to that by the accountant, we'll actually make it a bit better. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so we'll have the entrance to the warden be via the accountant, like a sort of secretarial thing. And yeah, I think that's about right. I think that is... yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what that building's for. I don't think it's really got a purpose. I mean, that's where we're going to have our workshop, so I don't know what this building can be for, but it's always best to have a spare building. Right, I think we're about done. That is the plan for our Alpha 30 prison. Took a little while, but obviously I'm a little bit rusty, but it's different. I can't remember putting a cell block right in the middle, and I certainly can't remember putting some canteens either side, supplied by one kitchen. Don't know if it'll work, but it'll be fun finding out. As always, comments in the comments, and that'll alter what I actually change and add on next episode, and then we'll get on with the constructing. So, as always, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.